Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and now today I am going to be reacting to my group stage predictions for the 2022 World Cup. Fair warning, a lot of things are wrong in this. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Group A, I predicted Ecuador last, Qatar third, Senegal second, Netherlands first. So, already something wrong. Ecuador actually had a really good tournament. They really surprised me. I knew they had a decent squad, but I thought that through home advantage, Qatar would just top them. But no, it was only because of a loss to Senegal in the final that Ecuador didn't get through. So yeah, and obviously Qatar absolutely awful, the worst definitely the worst host. But in terms of actual football and ability, the worst host of any World Cup. So yeah. I said in my original video, I said that Ecuador would get 0 points, Qatar would get 3, a win against Ecuador, Senegal would get 6, a win against Ecuador and Qatar, which to be fair they did get, and Netherlands I said would get 9 all wins. No one in this World Cup actually finished on 9 points, which probably hasn't happened in a while. Yeah, that probably hasn't happened in a while, but no one in the whole tournament finished on 9 points in the groups. So yeah. And if you hear me rap, don't mind me, I just have the Netherlands-US game next to me right now. Anyway, I got that quite wrong. But it's not as bad as some of my other ones, but it's still quite wrong, to be fair. So, yeah. Anyway, on to Group B. I went Iran last. I said they would get 1 point, a draw to the US. I said the US second with 2 points. With 2 points. Draw to Iran and Wales. Then I said Wales would come second with a draw with the US and a win over Iran. And I said England would be first with 9 points or wins. Obviously, we had that horrendous game where we drew to the US, but other than that, we had convincing performances. I just really thought the fact that Wales hadn't been to a World Cup in 64 years would tip them over the edge of the US, but no, they just go and finish bottom of the group. So that's another pretty bad one. Now, this next one, before I even start Group C, I want to say sorry, Saudi Arabia. 4th place, Saudi Arabia. I predicted 0 all losses. Third, I predicted Mexico with 3 points, a win against Saudi Arabia, and then the rest are losses. And then Poland, I predicted 6 points, will win against Saudi Arabia and Mexico, and in Argentina I predicted 9 all wins. Even though I did get Saudi Arabia's position right, they were actually much more competitive. Obviously they made that astounding upset against Argentina. That was the first upset that set off the chain of upsets in this World Cup, because obviously there's been a lot of them. So yeah, Saudi Arabia actually did really good. I think I was one of the only people who thought Poland would go ahead over Mexico. Like I said in my original predictions video, it's Lewandowski's last World Cup tour, and I thought that would put them out, and I thought that would give them an edge over Mexico, which in the end it did. Now, here is one of my worst predictions. In Group D, Tunisia, I put last with 1 point, a draw to Australia, and then all losses. Australia third with 1 point on goal difference with a draw to Tunisia. France 6 points with a win over Australia and Tunisia and losing to Denmark. And then I put Denmark 9 points, all wins at the top of the group. Denmark was one of my 2 dark horses. I apparently do not have very good taste in dark horses because neither of them did well. But yeah, Denmark seriously disappointed. They literally beat France twice in the Nations League. They got to the Euro semi-final where they got knocked out by us, and somehow they've gone and finished bottom of the group with 1 point. It's very disappointing. And Tunisia, congratulations on beating France and so close to getting through. Next up, Group E, which is even more of an upset than I even predicted. I predicted Costa Rica last, 0 points, all losses. I predicted Germany third with 4 points, a win against Costa Rica and a draw to Japan and a loss to Spain. I put Japan 5 points, win against Costa Rica and draw to both Japan and Spain. Both Germany and Spain. And I put Spain at the top with 7 points with a win against Costa Rica and Germany and drew to Japan. So, Costa Rica did finish last, but they actually got 1 win against Japan. Germany did finish third, so I got that right, but it was with 4 points. But Japan just exceeded even my expectations. A lot of people would have said that they would come third, but they just went and topped the group, which is fair play to them. I actually can't believe it, but yeah, they just went and topped the group. So yeah, just congratulations to them, I suppose. Next up, we have Group F. This was another one of my another one of my worst ones. When I was watching my video back to see, this was definitely one of I literally was like, Jamie, what are you thinking? When I heard myself say this one, so get prepared. So first of all, I put Morocco last, 0 points, all losses. Then I put Croatia third with 4 points, a win against Morocco and a draw to Canada and a loss to Belgium. I put Canada second with 4 points, winning a goal difference with a win against Morocco and a draw to Croatia. And then I put Belgium on top with 9 points, all wins. Every single one of those is wrong. Every single one. Belgium finished third, Canada finished last, Morocco finished freaking first, and Croatia finished second. Okay. Just congratulations to Morocco, but it's this group. I don't know what I was thinking when I was predicting this group. Yeah, I have no idea what I was thinking, but at the very least, let's just move on. So in Group G, I put Cameroon last with 0 points, all losses. I put Serbia third with 3 points, a win against Cameroon and losses against Switzerland and Brazil. I put Switzerland on 7 points with a win against Serbia and Cameroon and draw to Brazil. And then I put Brazil with 7 points, a win against Serbia and Cameroon and draw to Switzerland, but had a better goal difference. So Brazil, it did go Brazil-Switzerland, but Serbia actually finished last. Big props to Cameroon for beating Brazil. And that interaction with the ref afterwards and the player who took his shirt off who already had a yellow card, that was a nice moment in the sport. But I've been saying this since this draw was made. It was going to be Switzerland going through with Brazil. Everyone was saying Serbia. Absolutely everyone. Most likely, most of you watching this will have said Serbia to go through with Brazil. But I always stuck to Switzerland because they beat. Everyone seems to forget they beat France in Euro 2020, which sure was on a penalty shootout, but to get to a penalty shootout, Switzerland had to hold France, the reigning World Cup champions, to a draw. And I think everyone just forgets that they've got a good squad. They can beat the big teams, and yeah, I just always believed. And then obviously Brazil first. I think everyone knew that. That was like one of the few I didn't predict for 9 points, and they ended up getting 6 because of that last they lost. But yeah, okay. So, and then finally the last group, Portugal's group. Sorry, I think I'm getting a bit of a cold. So yeah. Last place I put Ghana. I said they would get 3 points and that they would get revenge on Uruguay, but then lose their other 2. And then I put South Korea third with 3 points, with a win over Ghana and then losses of the other 2, but a better goal difference. I put Portugal second with 6 points, with wins against Korea and Ghana, but a loss to Uruguay. And I put Uruguay top with 6 points, with a loss to Ghana and wins against South Korea and Portugal. Another one where I completely failed. Ghana did finish last, but it wasn't But it wasn't Uruguay they got revenge on, even though in a way they did, because by keeping their defensive tactics for the last 10 minutes of the game and not letting Uruguay score another goal, they did take Uruguay out of the World Cup with them, so I guess technically they did. But they got their 3 points against South Korea. And South Korea, they went through. Uruguay was my other dark horse, along with Denmark. And they just went and screwed it up. Yeah, they actually just went and screwed it up. I said that they always perform good at World Cups. Apparently, not this time. Obviously, Portugal finished top, South Korea. Well done on South Korea for beating Portugal. Loads of crazy results in this World Cup. It's just, yeah, it is just absolutely insane. Oh, yeah. It's just insane how many crazy results there were. So, in conclusion, I am an idiot when it comes to predictions, and this World Cup has been absolutely crazy. There is no way that everyone at the beginning of the World Cup, before any games, would have said that Saudi Arabia would have beaten Argentina, Japan beating Germany and Spain, Tunisia beating France, Cameroon beating Brazil, and South Korea beating Portugal. And I think I might have even missed an upset somewhere. I'm not sure, but oh wait, yeah, Australia beating Denmark. It's just, this World Cup has just been absolutely crazy so far. And I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen in the knockouts. Currently, as I'm recording this, it's the 74th minute of the Netherlands-US game, and it is 2-0 to the Netherlands. So it seems Netherlands will be the first team in the quarterfinals. But will there be even more upsets will there be even more upsets in the round of 16? Okay. I am going to do my round of 16 predictions. Obviously, I already did those last time, but obviously a lot of those are wrong now. Yeah, a lot of them are wrong now, which means in this video I will also do my round, correct round of 16 predictions. So I know it's a bit unfair seeing as Netherlands-US is already going on, but I did think Netherlands would easily go through against the US anyway. So yeah, Netherlands against the US, and then Argentina, Australia, Argentina. Japan versus Croatia. I'm going Japan. I still think that Croatia isn't the team they used to be. It's just that Belgium were really bad. Brazil, South Korea, Brazil, France, Poland. I would like to say Poland because obviously we'll be going against this is, but I've got to say France. England, Senegal, England, Morocco, Spain, going for an upset here. Morocco, and Portugal, Switzerland, going for another upset with Switzerland. So those are just my quick round of 16 predictions. But yeah, I just to let you guys know, the game in this video, I do win eventually, literally on the brink of half time. I managed to bring it down from 3-2 to 5 to from 4-3 to 5-4. But but currently it's 2-2. Anyway, not the point. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to make fun of me for how wrong I got these groups, and I will see all you guys next time. Bye guys.